Manhattan TCG here, and who do we have?
Ruben Penaranda.
And what did you do this weekend?
I won a PS5.
Yeah, you won a PS5 along with your teammates. You gave us the whoopings.
Yeah, I had to, get lucky.
All right, let's see the deck.
Yeah. Before we start, shout out to RMC. And then, come on, this deck, terrible, but I'll show you guys what it is anyway.
All right, let's see the terrible
That's field
deck.
center. So wait, this card goes here. So 2 tight, 3 long young, and 3 equation. I had to give them the cards back. I borrowed them. So yeah, nothing to say about these. Standard Swordsoul cards.
Boring.
Yep. 3 Rhoda. Alright. So we played the actual good cards. 9 tennies, and then 3 like mini Rhoda. These are like better to search the tennies. Going second, I felt like this card was crazy, because you're able to clear your board of a monster a lot of times when your normal summon gets negated, and then you can play with your tennies after. So if you have 1 tenny, you go with your normal summon like a Moyu reveal, it gets stopped. Even if it doesn't get stopped, you can chain circle, get rid of it, play with your tennies after, and then you bring back your Moyu off of the box here to draw a card. It was cool. That card's good. You're gonna see another reason why I play it. And then Pot Agreed, because it's at 2, and then Blackout. Those are all the like engine cards, and then the 13 defensive cards. Call by the Grave, 3 Droplet, 3 ban this card, 3 Lightning Storm, and 3 battle phase card. So all of these cards are just crazy. This card's good versus almost every deck. No deck wants to put a Floor or an Omni Negate. They just want to put up disruptions, so you just evenly them and they win. Obviously this is going second, so like you just Lightning Storm most of the time. If you win the die roll and you tell them to go first, they might play around Lightning Storm, but they'll never play around evenly. Evenly will just blow them out, especially the Despia matchup. Lightning Storm's just crazy versus the Mirror. I think it's really good versus Despia, especially with the new trap out. Mystic Mine, if you play correctly, you either play it until you kill your opponent, or you play the card and deck your opponent out, depending on the matchup. So versus Swordsoul, if you see Vessel, you try it and deck them out, because I don't think they'd be on circle for the most part, but sometimes they do. If you do that, you can just wait till you draw a Droplet and a Lightning Storm, so you can Droplet, send your Mine, and then Lightning Storm their back row, and then go for OTK. Then this card's just auto win versus Despia also. I don't think the rest of them have to be explained. Deck's 42 cards. Blind second, Swordsoul. Nothing too spicy. Extra deck. 3 of the best Link 1 in this deck. And then Shaman. These cards are actually probably the better part of the deck, not necessarily the Swordsoul cards. The Yang Zing Synchros are broken. This one too. So like all of these are crazy. A lot of things that people don't see code, like you can make both of these turn 1 and then Boxia pop them to trigger their effects. So it came up once where I summoned a Chow Fang and it's not good versus the Despia matchup. I just Boxia popped it, brought back my Tai and searched the Ash, and then make Grandmaster search Blackout. So I had Ash for the Destiny matchup. I'll just see how I played in the side deck. This card's just crazy going second, and this card's not targetable. Don't have to explain those. 2 Grandmaster, and then the other 2 level 10s. All sorts of cards you need. Yeah, you summon this turn 1 almost every time. You try and just draw 2 cards if you go first. Going second, like these cards aren't summoned as much unless they're like 4 toppers, or if you don't kill your opponent. And then this card for when you're worm locked, then you're gonna make another 8. And then Baron, just for like the simplicity of like summoning Baron, then Moyu reveal a card, and then using a tenny, and then you have like 1,000, 28, 3k, and then you get 12. And then my 15th card, because I didn't have anything else. I actually summoned it. It was cool. It hit a hand trap out of my opponent's hand, and then I killed them. So side deck, 1 Driver, 3 Gamma, 3 Ash, and 3 Droll. So since the deck was like blinding second with a bunch of blowout cards, I thought my opponents would be a little smarter after game 1, and not necessarily make me go first, but play around the board breakers. So a lot of times, depending on what board breakers they saw, I'd side those out and put in the hand traps that were better in that matchup. So that way you're better tailored to beat them, because they won't be playing around the cards that they expect. So I thought these were just overall the best ones, because like this is really good versus Despia, and so is this. This card's just generically good versus a lot of different decks, which is really important since I'm not playing a lot of hand traps. I don't want to like play targeted ones. I want like cards that have overall use versus many decks. And like this is just good versus any crazy combo decks that you would play against. And then last 5 cards were 3D Barrier, because this card's really good versus Despia or Swordsoul, going first or second, and then Harpies and Reboot. Nothing too crazy.
Alright, awesome. Any shout outs?
Yeah, like I said, shout outs to RMC, shout outs to Kamal and G on the team. They pulled it through. The event was super nice. Shout out to all the boys that came up. That's pretty much it.
Alright, and hopefully we get another profile for how you do in Hartford.
Yep.
See ya.